to episode 23 of Slay the Stars. Last time, Zem and Char met a man named Cato, who seemed to speak Celestial, offered to row them across a river, tossed Zem in with some sort of spell, tried to save her, stumbled, and fell into the stream, presumably dying. Zem and Char fought for their lives, eventually making it to the other shore, and continued the march north to Mor'Bhaile. So, when we actually pick up this episode, the two of you will be near the gates to the city. So prior to that, Zem, you rolled your portents. What were they?
1 and 6.
Perfect. And anything else you wanted to do before we get in the meat of the episode?
Well, before we go in, I want to do the sending to Rafe.
All right. Let's hear it.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Was born ready.
Hold on, let me get my deeper, sultry voice on. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because we have established that tone definitely transfers over these sending messages.
100%.
So 100%.
If he can get the feeling of purring, that would be perfect.
Definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to send, hello, love. We're about to sashay our way into the city. Anywhere in particular we should go? Anything or anyone we should do? I've decided to start this.
Courtship?
I need to collect myself.
Am I having a conniption? Am I dying?
Okay. He says, we're at this point in our relationship. I'll play too. Red should be waiting at the tent city. Don't do him. I'd be sad.
Woo! Woo! Fire! Red should be waiting at Tent City.
Yeah. You do remember Reg. He's the guy you bumped into at the tavern that day. He was kind of cute too. Just saying.
He was. And he has some game. Mm-hmm. All right. I knew coming to this city was going to be good for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We need to go to Tent City, which we should pass.
Okay.
Anyway. I'm flushed. If you're looking at me.
Are you good?
Yeah. I'm good.
Char is not letting that one go. He's not going to say anything else, but he's just
roll an insight check.
Are you getting sick? You look fevered.
So roll a deception check.
This might actually work.
15.
11. I rolled so
She's
low.
fine. It's just a little warm. You know?
And
She's
there's
getting a little winded.
a smirk on my face.
Yeah. But
Okay.
all right, Char, is there anything you wanted to do?
No, I'm good now.
All right.
Just dragging a metal box and a fucking oar.
Oh my god. The metal box attached to the oar you've run away from home. Hilarious. Hilarious.
I have to do that now.
Yes.
Walks into city. Fishing trip was a failure.
The two of you are approaching, and before the dwarves were absorbed into the empire, they did have a large city in the mountain there. The mountain's name is Ereth Dal. ERETH space DAHL. You can already see where there are large carved out pathways, hallways, viewpoints for the dwarves to be able to look out on the wilderness around. It is striking. However, since the dwarves were conquered by the Empire, you would know that a lot of the city commerce has been moved out of Mor'Bhaile and into this surrounding plain nearby, where they have stalls and things set up, and there is a wall that's been erected around that part of the city. And from where you are, you can just make out the gate of that outer wall. But out of the trees to your right, you hear somebody say, Zamira and Charlemagne.
You're just gonna out us like that, okay?
Fuck.
I'm gonna slowly turn. Just
Yeah, same direction, same speed. We're like moving as
cartoon with like the metal creaking, like as you'd
yeah.
every single turn.
All right. You turn and look, and you see the blonde woman with the big sword and the mostly
Oh fuck.
bald, half-orc, large person with her. And she says, I'm impressed that you have managed to evade us, but seems our gamble paid off. We knew where you were going, so we just decided to wait, and here you are.
You could have met us back like a day or two ago when I almost died. So
Well,
it was dumb on you.
I mean, we knew you'd be coming here. There's one gate in. We just waited. Zamira, it's time to go home. Your mom wants you.
My mom can kick rocks.
Char's gonna ready the oar.
I won't be doing that, and I'm going to turn around and walk.
She continues to step. She's not pulling out her sword. They're not doing anything aggressive right now. She seems excited, like they've been waiting for you. And this is finally, she's, look, I'll make you a wager. I don't want to fight you.
I'm listening.
Listen, I know you're not going to come quietly, but let's make a deal.
That's not a wager.
Yeah, listen, it's a challenge. If you can best us, we'll let you go free.
Best you in what?
What do you want to do? You want to fight?
Drinking game.
Oh.
Char's just like, no, I'm a lightweight. You're a lightweight. No.
Listen, I expect both sides to keep their word in this. No deaths. All the swords, weapons put off to the side.
We won't pull a weapon on you.
And if we win, you'll come with us? No questions asked.
Sure.
Char's just like tweaking out.
Are you lying?
Arthur wants to slap the shit out of me right now. I can see it in his twitching.
Are you lying, Zamira?
I'm not lying. But we are going to head to the location that I choose.
I mean,
Like we're right here. We need to go to, I don't have alcohol. Do you have alcohol on you? We're going to go just over to this
actually,
bar.
my friend does. My friend does have some alcohol.
There's
on
no
her.
way you have enough for all of us to drink and actually participate in this wager.
Are you fucking? Char's just like, what the? He's like looking around desperately, like, how am I going to get out of this? Like, perception
There's
check.
a tavern over here. We're just going to go to the tavern.
Perception check. I want to see everything around me. 16.
You see trees, mountains, rocks, a blonde woman with a big sword, a half-orc person. You see Zem. You see Mor'Bhaile up on the hill. She says, listen, I don't want to chase you around, Zamira. If you insist, we can go to a tavern, but you got to keep up your end of the deal.
We're going to Tent City. You can follow or not.
And she, at that point, rests her hand on the hilt of her sword. And she says, I mean, or not. We could just do this right now, if you'd prefer.
Char readies his oar.
Listen, I don't want any funny stuff. You agreed to my terms.
I agreed to not pull a weapon on you.
And you agreed that if you lose this drinking contest, you're coming with us.
That's not what I said.
Well,
Then why don't we just? Char's just going to be like, why don't we just go to a bar and iron out the details then?
okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck
Char.
me. Fuck. 12 minus 1. So 11.
She says, all right, I'll pick.
Char's going to look over at you. I don't know any bars in the city.
I don't know. I've never fucking been here either. I don't know.
Where are we going?
To one of the taverns. Come on, then.
Let's just agree to go to the next tavern we see. That way it's safe for all of us as opposed to being picked.
All right. Fair enough.
Sam, is that okay with you? You are also involved in this.
I got nothing. I've used all my cards. I've played my hand.
As you are approaching the gates of Mor'Bhaile, one of these people flanking either side of the two of you, neither really talking, unsure what to say. You see a large billboard that's been erected near the gate. And it says, "No visitors inside Old Mor'Bhaile. Conduct your business in the market until after the solstice. All visitors who wish to see your way to the tent city. Keep the peace. Enjoy yourselves." And then next to it, you see where there is a smaller billboard that's been like tacked on. Looks like somebody kind of like cheekily put it there. And it says, "Now presenting Gentle Mockery with their daughter, Violet." That seems to be the performing act for the festival.
Oh no.
Does it say where?
Nope.
Their daughter, Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Everything hurts. Everything hurts a lot. Everything's bad.
I'm going to, like, enthusiastically slap you. Like, not in the face. Just like, you know, when you're walking by someone, you're like, ah! And you like, hit their arm or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
The two bounty hunters noticing your reaction. The half-orc person has still not said anything. The woman says, "Is something wrong, Zamira?"
Sometimes you can be a real ass.
I'd believe it, yeah.
Sure.
What's wrong, Charlemagne?
I will wait till we get to the alcohol.
All right, you guys are weird.
I'm not hunting children.
She's got you there.
Aren't you guys adults?
Barely.
All right. And
Arthur just got trauma reignited.
so,
Oh shit, I am the adult!
you all head into the front gates. And
Okay, so, got it.
oh, sorry, yeah, let's do that first.
Okay, Char's going to use the sending ring. Hi there. There is a chance we get captured. Blonde woman and half-orc. I don't think we can win a drinking game. Cheers.
He comes back. He doesn't sound flustered. Well, that is unfortunate. I'll have to get in touch with Reg. Just don't die in the next, 20 minutes.
Reg, why does that name sound familiar? He can say that under his breath.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shh.
So,
I said shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
So here's the thing too. Arthur knows exactly what the fuck you're going to do. I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Char is not that smart.
So
He also doesn't have meta knowledge, divination.
you walk in the front gates and you notice that there are some sentries there. There's some dwarven guards around, but this doesn't seem to be like a heavily guarded area. It gives off a very safe vibe. And this whole market, which this is normally like a huge marketplace, lots of commerce happens here because Mor'Bhaile is the center point between the Twin Cities and all the other cities to the north. So a ton of trade happens here. They also have the rivers to help them move cargo up and down. It's a hub. And all of that, though, has been cleaned up, put away, converted into this huge carnival. And you can see that there are people still putting things out. And the carnival's probably starting tomorrow. It's a solid guess. You can see that there are makeshift little rides. There's games that are being set out. There are huge circular stone fire pits being placed together, filled with wood. You're not sure what they're for. You've never been to a dwarven solstice party, but seems like a good time. But that's not where you're going. You guys head kind of west a little bit to where there's still a few shops and stores and things that are open, and you head directly into the very first tavern you see. You walk in, the blonde woman walks directly to the back. There's a corner booth type thing there. She gestures for the two of you to get in.
I'll slide in.
Just get around.
To the bar, just like 4 drinks.
You see a dwarven man who just sort of nods that he sees you. And then the 2 people you're with sit on opposite sides of you, blocking your exit from the table. The blonde woman looks at the 2 of you and says, "Okay, now, we doing this here?"
Terms.
So yeah, so what exactly are the terms?
I don't know. What are we doing? We going shot for shot, ale for ale, to the last man standing? Or do you want to pick one person from your group, one person from my group, and then we just see what happens?
I think we all drink.
All right.
Last man standing. Not last team. Last individual person wins for their team.
Okay. We drink till 2 pass out. Oh, 3 pass outs. Unless one team just does way better than the other, which I'm kind of counting on, to be honest. You guys are a little scrawny.
We take turns choosing what the drink is going to be.
All right. But it has to be something served in the bar. Nothing you've got hidden in your bags.
Agreed.
Fair.
Yeah, we have something hidden in our bags.
Person who chooses the drink pays for all 4.
All right. Now, let's talk about what comes out after. If you guys win, we'll leave. We'll walk out of Mor'Bhaile. We'll forfeit the reward. We'll just keep going. But if we win, y'all have to come with us quietly.
If we win, you will leave. You will forfeit the reward. You're also going to do it while incredibly drunk. I will put you in a cart. I will send you in a direction.
Fair enough. We can do that. Since we're asking for extra favors, if we win, you have to put these on, Zamira. And she pulls out a set of manacles and drops them on the table. Even though I think that you'll probably hold up your end of the bargain, I just want a little insurance.
If you win, I wear these on the ride.
On the way back, yeah.
The problem is that we've come across too many situations where we've almost died due to drowning, due to animals. No. Find another way. I'm not going to die due to your incompetence.
Listen, Zamira, I am not incompetent. We've been doing just fine out here by ourselves.
You know who didn't do fine when they came up against us? And I'm leaving it at that. I'm not naming names.
I don't know who you're talking about, honestly. But whoever they weren't me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm Lore, by the way. Lore.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check.
I probably do. 12.
Doesn't seem to be lying. She points at the other person and said, "This is Rush, my friend. Think of them as my enforcer."
Does Rush speak?
And Rush sits forward and says, "What did you want me to say?"
Nice to meet you. He's going to hold out his hand.
Rush will shake your hand. "Honestly, we're in it for the money. Zamira, if you don't make it back, we don't get paid. They want you alive, so..."
See, now, I was all prepared to agree to this entire deal, but now I just feel like it doesn't really matter as long as you get the money. So now I don't trust you.
No, we're going to hold up our end of the bargain. I'm just trying to explain to you why these handcuffs are not dangerous.
Can I ask you something?
Certainly.
How much money is in this for you?
A lot. Along with some very powerful favors.
So are you like an independent contractor or...
Laura just starts laughing. Yeah, you could call us that, yeah.
So like, why this job? Like, how did that one come up on your radar?
Rush is like, do you know how much money they're offering for the two of you? If we do this job, we'll never have to do another job again.
So I'm getting angry because I can't do anything to like fix our situation at all. And I'm just like, is it more than what they offered to steal that 8-year-old out of his bed?
Roll me an insight check, Samira.
Ooh.
13.
When you say that, Rush looks confused and says, we didn't steal any 8-year-old. I don't know what you're talking about.
What about Lore?
Lore's been with me the whole time. We work together.
No, that was Arthur asking the DM, like, you just said Rush. What about Lore?
Oh, yeah. No, Lore doesn't react to that statement. Not guiltily or otherwise, just sort of watching the interaction.
All right.
All right. And at that point, the bartender comes over, plops down 4 mugs of ale in front of you, turns around and walks back to the bar.
I guess I'll pay for the first round. How much for the 4 ales?
A silver piece each. So 4 silver.
Cool beans.
Lore picks up the first ale, puts it out, and says, let's get it started.
I hate this.
To everyone's good health and like a drink it.
All right. Just roll some con saves.
I need you to be okay for me right now, okay? I need you to be all right. And I need you to be okay.
What'd you get, Char?
13.
I'm going to use my really shitty portents to change it to a 6 so that I can have a 10 total.
All right. So, all 4 of you knock back the first ale. Zem, Dwarven Ale is dark. It's high proof.
It hits different.
It hits different. You weren't really ready for that. You hold it down. You're fine. You rolled a 10 on the first one. You don't know how many more of those in particular you could drink. Char, you're doing okay. They look fine.
Okay, after the first knockback, just so I can like have my hands, I'm casting Detect Magic so I can see if they've got some shit on them.
All right. You cast Detect Magic. You notice that Rush has a magic item on them, and it has some sort of evocation spell on it. Lore does not have any magic items on her. You glance around the rest of the room. You notice a couple weapons that seem to be enchanted on a couple people. Nothing incredibly powerful. Nothing that really catches your attention.
No, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean like little meta, couple +1 weapons here and there on a couple of people who look like they are probably sentries or something off duty. But nothing super powerful, nothing crazy.
Okay. Mostly it's from here on in is to do if they try to cast something.
Sure. No, nothing like that. As a matter of fact, you don't detect any other like magic users other than Zamira in the tavern currently. Nobody that has like component pouches on them or magic wands or focuses, things like that. Nothing.
All right.
Rush says, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my drink. And Rush leaves the table to go up to the bar.
So how long you guys been... Is this
hunting children?
Is it a couple's gig?
Laura just shakes her head. Yeah, I mean, we've been working together for maybe 3-4 years now. It's very lucrative. Actually, it's a funny story. I was actually sent to take out a bounty on Rush, and Rush was sent to take a bounty out on me, and then we met up and we were fighting, and we realized that our styles kind of meshed really well together. We decided to instead just work together.
How did you take care of that as a resolution?
Yeah, we didn't.
So you guys are still hunting each other technically.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I think there's probably still a bounty on us, but that's how it works, right? You're a bounty hunter. People you hunt take out bounties on you, and, take out a couple of the people for one crime boss. The other crime boss takes out a bounty. Listen, like, it's just a game. You just got to be ahead of the game. That's why there's no hard feelings here. I don't want to hurt either of you. I'm actually happy with this bounty. I don't even have to hurt you both. I just got to take you home, Zamira, just to your mom.
Have you met her?
No, I mean, I'm not important enough to actually meet your mom. The only reason I know she's your mom is because it was part of the bounty. We were told, like, if we killed you, she's gonna like.
What about me then?
They want you alive too.
But where am I going?
No buts. I just know you're not her kid, so whatever. But the bounty specifies they want you both alive. No payment if either of you dead. They didn't say you can't be hurt though, so if I have to, I'll drag you out of here. But I'm hoping that we can just settle this friendly like.
That's why we're drinking alcohol.
Yep. So Rush makes their way back to the table, and you see 4 shorter glasses, dark amber colored liquid in each of them, and they pass one out to each of you, and Rush says, better not to ask what it is.
Great.
Horrified. Cheers.
And you all take shots.
Okay. 15. We're okay.
Okay, I felt it. It's 5.
Zamira, whatever this is,
6. Still a fail.
yeah, it's like worse than rot gut whiskey. You're not even sure if this has been distilled properly. You're kind of afraid Char's going to go blind at this point for swallowing it. As soon as you swallow it, nope, and it just starts coming back up. You cough and kind of spit it out a little bit.
Give me something else. I can't.
Rush is like, I'm sorry, you said we get to pick the drinks. You can quit, Samira.
I'm not quitting.
Okay. Rush yells out, we need one more. The lady spilled hers. And
Thank you.
one of the bartenders there is just like, okay. Char, you're fine. You drink it. One of the worst things you've ever put in your mouth, though. That was...
Char's going to look over. Okay, what the fuck was that?
Oh.
I need to know not to ever get that again.
Rush was like, I was actually really glad we went to this tavern. They are one of the only places that actually sells good Orcish whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Is it imported?
Yeah, they import it.
How does that work across the channel after the war?
Well, don't ask questions.
I tend to ask a lot.
Well, maybe that's why you're in trouble. You ask too many questions.
I highly doubt that.
All right. The drink is brought back over to you, Zem. You have one more chance at disadvantage.
Okay.
To drink this.
I'm going to change to this then. Disadvantage. Fuck. 9.
Unfortunately, Zem, you can't drink it. You can play this however you want, but you're gonna have to forfeit. It's too early to say you passed out, so we're gonna say you can't get this down.
Okay. I'm going to try some shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, whatever. And then I'm out. I'm done. I would like to see if there's a way that I can minor illusion everything to look like it's from the original pile. Spill. And then like I'll fake like I swallowed it, like that's what I'm doing. Whether or not it fails.
Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Fuck.
You should throw that whole ass dice out.
It's a 10.
They both notice, and Rush is like, no. You're out, Zamira. You're cheating.
Yeah, can't blame me for trying. I'm gonna try to get out of the booth.
Rush is gonna say, no. You have to wait.
No, I just want to clean up. If you want to come with me while I clean up, I'm not trying to do anything extra funny. I just want to clean up. This smells awful.
Fine. I'll go with you. Lore, stay here with Char. Char, why don't you pick our next drink?
I started. I think it's your turn.
Well, Rush just went. Lore's like, all right, I'll pick a drink. And she doesn't stand up from the table. She just yells out, hey, bring me 3 of those where you mix the whiskey into the ale. One of those 3 of those. The bartender's just like, puts the hand up again. And Zamira, you and Rush go outside to try to find one of those like hand pump well things so that you can clean up. Are you doing anything funny, or are you just actually going to clean up?
The only thing that's funny about what I'm about to do.
No.
No, it's not bad. Listen, I'm really just trying to occupy him. I'm trying to take my time in getting back.
Okay.
But like I'm gonna chat him up. He's not a chatty dude, as we know. So I'm just gonna keep talking, and then I'm going to like pump the well, and then like splash myself, and then like talk, and then be like, well, this isn't helping, and then pump the well again, and then like do it some more, and I'm just dragging this out as much as I can.
All right. Okay. Just roll me a general persuasion check.
I don't know why I keep picking this one up. That's why. Persuasion.
And also roll me a perception check.
23 for persuasion. And a general perception check is a 5.
All right. You don't notice anything around you at all. You are just focused on, like, I just need to drag this out, like trying to really sell this. And Rush is not a chatty person, but they seem like they're not mean, right?
Yeah. And to be clear too, when I'm chatting, I'm not flirting, because like in my mind I'm like, you two are like real together.
Yeah.
You work real well together. So like I'm not trying to like slide in there.
Yeah.
But I'm just like being nice.
And Russia's just, they're being nice to you as well. At one point they actually go like, sorry, I played a little dirty there. I knew that one of you wouldn't be able to keep. I'm actually surprised it was you. I thought it was going to be your friend. Char, while you're waiting inside, are you saying anything to Lore?
So are you guys like together, or like that's cool if you are. That's an interesting perspective.
Oh, I mean, we've toyed with the idea a couple times, but like we're also just kind of open. Why, are you interested?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right. Well, I mean, when we finish beating your ass at this game, we'll have a lot of time to hang out together. We'll find out.
So I gotta know. Like, you guys know what happened up in Tel Nim, right? Like, you guys had to have at least heard about it.
Listen, I don't know anything about it. We didn't have anything to do with that job.
I didn't say
No. I'm just trying to make you understand. We don't take any jobs that involve people under 18 years old. Like, I refuse. That's babies. You don't mess with people's babies. But I mean, I know that there was a gopher job up there. We didn't take it because we knew what they were going for. You know what I mean?
Do you know who did?
No, that was big time. You kind of don't ask those questions, you know what I mean?
Well, it's about to incite a war.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what the person intended, but it does seem that way. It's unfortunate because if there is a war that is going to happen, um, I don't know, Rush might want to do something. You know, the orcs get involved. They're always looking for a reason to fight the Empire.
Well, I'd hate to see them have to fight again, but
I mean, let's be real. The orcs weren't the problem. It's the Empire's the problem. Honestly, if the Drow and the orcs decide to fight the Empire, I might, get on their side.
do you think it's going to flip over to the orcs fighting?
Oh, definitely. The Drow take up weapons. The orcs are going to be right there behind them. 2 armies is better than 1.
It's going to be a 3-sided war.
No. The orcs and the Drow are going to band together to fight the Empire. And if the Drow and the dwarves can get over this whole thing they have, and the dwarves decide to rise up too, the Empire's going to have a real problem on their hands.
This is going to be a rough situation. I mean, the problem is the Empire still has who they had last time, too.
Well, the Empire wouldn't have been able to beat the dwarves if it weren't for the Drow helping them. But if the Drow aren't going to help them this time, my money's on everybody else. I think the Empire might lose.
Where do you think it's going to split? Like, what happened? Okay, hypothetically, if this does go down and you guys go and fight with the Drow and the orcs, where are you guys going to go? Like, it's not like you can really take too many jobs anymore. It's going to be a way more dangerous situation.
No, it'll be fine. Listen, if the Empire falls, Saltspire and Oceangar can just stay down there and do their own thing, and the rest of us can finally be free again. Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm honest. I'm from Saltspire, but not an Empire kind of person.
So you're from Saltspire, and you're going to stay in Saltspire, but you're going to fight for the Drow.
I might fight with Rush, with the orcs.
I honestly can't get a read off of you, to be honest.
That's what I've been working on. Now, where are they? And at that point, Rush is in tune enough with lore that Rush is like, listen, she's going to come out here looking for us. We got to go. You did manage to stretch this out for about 5 minutes, though.
Okay.
You guys come back
So how
in.
long have we been doing this? Like 10 minutes between the 2
Roughly.
rounds? And
Yeah, something like that. You sit back down. The whiskey shots in the ale are there for you.
The detached wagon.
The detached wagon. Whatever. All right. Roll your save. We're up to DC 16.
Fuck me. I'm going to add bless, like, under the table. 22.
All right. Sure. You drink this. It actually tastes pretty good. You were concerned. But it has this almost like chocolate milk kind of flavor going on. It's not bad. You see Rush knocks it back, no problem. But Lore, who picked this drink, starts kind of and it, like, it comes out of her nose a little bit. She's like, oh God.
You good?
No.
Char's going to, like, nudge your foot under the table, be like, we're going to go out firing when this shit goes down.
And she's like, let me try that again. And she puts her hand up and waits for them to come back. See if she'll make it the second time. Disadvantage? No. She starts drinking and she just immediately, like, starts hacking up a lung. She's like, listen, I'm gonna blame Rush on this one. Rush, why'd you have to make us drink that whatever the hell that
Piss.
was? That was terrible. And Rush was like, I'm here to win.
I hate that I love these two.
I know.
And
Fuck you for being so lovable.
Laura's like, all right, listen, I guess I'm out with Zamira over there. That just leaves the 2 of you. Honestly, I'm shocked by this.
Ale. Dos Diablos.
All right. And DC 18. Rush holds the ale up and says, I have a good feeling about this one.
He nat ones.
Oh.
They both go to knock this ale back, and it's just like immediately they both put it down and start
I didn't that one, but it's still not great.
Yeah, they start like humming up. It's not full on like throwing up everywhere, but it's bad. Char, you're starting to get dizzy. The room's spinning a little bit. You're not sure if it's because you're coughing, you're not breathing enough, but you're starting to not feel good. Rush is like, I'm not backing down, not backing down. And at this point, the bartender, Zem, you're starting to notice the bartender's like, what in the hell is going on back there? And they bring over.
I need silvers. Hold on. Inventory -3 now. 4. Sorry.
They bring over 2 more. And Rush looks at you.
Listen here, you little shit.
Rush looks over at you, Char, and their eyes narrow, and they're like, this is it. This is the last one. You're going down.
I'm so scared.
You should fucking be. I don't.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter.
14.
19 and a natural 20. I need this confirmed because it's a crazy good roll. Rush, even with disadvantage, slams it down. Exhaling deeply. Got it. Char, you can't hold it down. You stand up and you go to like move out of the booth, but Lore's blocking you, and you're like, and you just all over Lore, all over the bench, down the side, and you just sit down, and you're not like unconscious, but you know, have you ever seen people who were like really drunk and like almost like stoned out of their mind point where they're just kind of like staring like somebody kill me? Like that's the drunk you're
That
at right
hurts. I'm going to tap Zamira and give her advantage on the next initiative roll.
And Rush looks at the 3 of you and says, I won.
How you feeling?
All right. I think I caught my my second wind, but I think I'm done. I think that's good. Now we can maybe order a little food or something. Get your friend looking a little. Does he always look like that? He doesn't look good.
It's just my face.
Just sit here. I will get the food.
Okay.
I go up to the bar. I order food for all 4 of us.
Okay.
And I tell them to take their goddamn time.
Zamira, as you're saying that, there's a person sitting at the bar there with their hood up. And they say to you, well, my damsel, it seems that you have found yourself in a sticky situation.
I'm not going to react. I'm not going to look. And I'm going to say I have been vamping for 15 fucking minutes.
Fuck you, Craig.
It's Reg. It's Reg.
Oh, I know.
What am I supposed to do with you? This is a problem.
If you get us out of this situation, you're welcome to try whatever you want.
I can get you out, but how am I going to get him out? He looks like shit.
All you have to do is get rid of them, and we can get ourselves out.
We're in the middle of a crowded tavern, Zamira. What would you have me do? Stab them both?
Obviously not.
I mean, yes, that was what I was thinking.
Listen, you're the one with the resources, and you're the one that's used to this kind of thing, so you figure it out.
Honestly.
Show me what you can do.
You're so difficult. Honestly.
You love it, and I'm going to, like, walk back to the table.
Okay. You walk back. And he stands up. And he stands up after a short bit, gives you a chance to sit down. And he comes walking over to the table. And he looks over at Rush and he says, mind if I sit here? And Rush looks up at him and is like, get lost, weirdo. Like, who are you? And Reg is like, well, now that you've asked. And he like sits down and like scoots over. And he
Turns
says,
the bar stool around.
yeah. He says, I am the one who will be taking these lovely people off your hands. And if you have a problem, we can solve this outside. And Laura is looking at him like incredulously. She looks terrible after her failed drink attempts. And Rush is like, honestly, you think that this is going to happen. And Reg, who is much smaller than Rush, is like, oh, I think this is absolutely going to happen. And if you'd like, you and I can handle this outside, one-on-one. And at this point, the food comes and is placed down in front of you. And Rush is like, how about you piss off? We're going to eat our dinner. And we'll discuss. And Reg is like, oh, please, don't let me take up all of your time. Finish your meal and let me know what you think. And Reg winks at you, Zamira.
Yeah, I'm not eating anything.
And
Char is confused by food.
Rush is like, these fucking upstarts.
Who the hell was that?
I don't know, probably some other asshole looking for the bounty. It wasn't uncommon knowledge that you guys were coming here.
Great. That is great. And I'm just gonna like push the food around the like.
Char, are you eating?
Would he be physically able to eat?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, him
Yeah, I
and
mean,
Laura are
I
pretty
have
fucked
been
up.
blackout drunk and coming to shoving food in my face. So yes.
But see, this is the problem, though. Do I recognize that I don't need to eat the food? Is my question. Because if not, he is shoving food in his face.
I really feel like you would be eating. And I'm letting you do it because I can't draw any attention to any of the things.
In Orcish over to Rush. Just, people suck.
I was just like, you are not kidding. And Laura's like, you should just kick his ass, Rush. It'd be fun to watch. And Rush is like, I was in the mood to kick somebody's ass today. He did seem like an arrogant asshole. The exact kind of person who needs an ass kicking. And Rush is like eating, thinking about how fun it would be to kick Reg's ass. Char, this food is really good. There's like potatoes that are sliced thin and seem to have been fried in some sort of fat.
Oh no.
And then they're coated in this like dark brown gravy.
Oh no.
With little pieces of cheese.
Oh no. I love poutine, but no.
But eventually, the two of you finish your food, and Rush stands up and says, you know what, little man? Let's do this. And Reg is like, all right, certainly. And you all walk outside. And Reg says, come with me, I know a quiet place. And all of you are kind of shuffled over towards this alleyway. And Reg says, what are we doing? Fisticuffs? Maybe a little, dagger play? And Rush is like, fists are fine. And
this is a lot of testosterone.
Char is drunkenly confused. He probably pulled his plate out with him. Why is this shit happening?
You see Laura walks over to Rush and like slaps Rush on the shoulder and says, kick their ass or I'm going to kick your ass. And Rush is like, look at him. Look at me. And the two of them square off. What happens next is a shocking display of David versus Goliath for everybody to watch. Rush is brutal. And for their size, moves incredibly quickly.
Oh dear.
just throwing these haymakers, these double-fisted slams, manages to land one or two on Reg, but is not able to keep up with Reg's offensive assault. It's almost like Reg is making every punch that he throws count. He's landing them in exactly the right pressure points, exactly the right places, moving around to the back, landing a bunch of shots in the kidneys, taking a hit, but then shuffling to the side. And it's fast-paced. It's moving. Everything you're watching, especially you, Char, feels like it's almost in slow motion. But the last thing you see is Rush coming in with one of these haymakers and stumbling a bit, still a little drunk, going down just far enough that Reg is able to come up with this elbow, crack right across the face, and Rush hits the ground.
Out cold. I lean over to Char and I'm like, I will fight you for who's going to fix his wounds after this fight.
Whose wounds? I know I speak orc, but it's fine.
Reg wipes his lip a little bit. What do you think, Zamira?
That was hot.
I thought so. Lore at this point is just standing there like, and Reg says, I'll be taking them with me now. Unless you want to fight all 2.5 of us.
I'm fine. Still eats the poutine.
Yeah, he still
I like knock it out of your hands. Like, fucking stop that.
Shark cries.
And
Sure, like drunken white girls, like, that was food.
Lore doesn't say anything. For the first time, Lore is rattled. She's drunk. She's upset. She's mad. And she just shakes her head, walks over to Rush, and kneels down, doesn't say anything. And Reg says, time to go. And
I have to go with the victor quietly, right? Thanks.
Lore turns around and just gives you the middle finger. It means the same thing in this world that it does in our world. Just
I'm leaving. The victors. Victor, sorry.
And Reg is just like, you have to admit, that was an incredibly impressive display. I'm not usually one for fists, but
Yes, you are.
no, I much prefer. And he like pulls his coat aside and you just see like a whole bunch of daggers like lined up. Don't worry, I was getting you out one way or another. I'm just glad I didn't have to kill anybody today. I would have gotten dirt on these nice clothes.
All things said, they were kind of nice people, despite the fact that they were trying to drag me kicking and screaming back to my awful mother.
I mean, they're shitty bounty hunters.
Thank God for that.
Agreed. And he leads the two of you across the town. You make your way part of the way through the carnival area and to a large area set up with a bunch of tents. And he says, I already reserved a tent for the two of you for the night. You guys can stay here. And he pulls the flap aside, and it's very much like a yurt situation that they've set up for hire, or not for hire, for rent. Inside, he says, I was told to bring you some supplies. There's money, clothes, things like that. Is there anything else that you needed?
Was there a second tent?
Oh, I only rented one. You have plenty of money. You can get a second if you need it. I would do it soon, though, because I imagine that they're going to be all rented once the festival starts tomorrow.
Sure, let's rent a second tent if you want. I don't.
Sharda's like drunkenly like head flaps, just.
No, Charlemagne, and he goes on. He's like, I'll do it. Why don't you just go lay down?
Thanks.
And Reg
I'm
heads off.
gonna like tuck you in and like get your stuff situated. You sweet idiot.
After a time, Reg comes back and he says, all right, I was able to get another tent nearby. It's like 2 over that way. Would you like me to walk you home, Zamira?
Yes, please.
All right. And Char, you're already passed out
You're damn right.
in your tent. Zamira, Reg walks you over to the tent, and he motions you inside, and he says, I can't stay in the city for long. I have to leave in the morning. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be here for the carnival, but is there anything else you need?
Where's your tent?
Oh, it's I'm not actually staying in one of the tents.
Right.
I have a safe
Right.
house.
You have a situation. Got it.
No. There's a safe house where I stay when I'm here
Why didn't you just bring us to the safe house?
because it's not for everybody.
And we're just anybody?
Listen, people like me have to make deals with other people for places to stay. You have to understand. This is a different line of work. I can't bring people there, even ones as valuable and beautiful as yourself.
Fair enough. Is he gonna be safe? He's quite defenseless.
Why, would you like me to stay watch over him tonight? I suppose I could. Might be fun.
I mean, kind of a little bit.
You ask so many favors.
Please.
Oh. I was sort of hoping I would get to stay watch over you tonight, but
I can handle myself.
I believe you. Except for the fact that you kind of got yourselves captured earlier, but we'll forget that part. If you need anything, just holler.
I can scream real loud. Oh my god, I didn't mean it like that for a change.
He just
I
makes
didn't
this
mean it.
face,
You
like,
did.
No, I didn't.
oh my god.
You did.
And he's like, good night, Zamira. And he walks away.
Before he walks away, though, I'm gonna like trail my finger down his cheek. Good night. And I'm gonna shut that curtain door.
He's just like, you're terrible. And he walks away. And he goes back to Char's tent where he's going to spend the night.
Shark wakes up. Sup?
Who are you? Why are you here?
Who are you people? What have you done with my horse?
And yeah,
You're not Samira.
that's where we're gonna cut this episode. Thanks, guys. Making it real weird. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 23. This week we wanted to do something special for the outro, which is basically just have all of us here to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been an insane week. 1,000 Twitter followers. That's amazing. But also we raised, was it $312 for Extra Life? That was insane.
Awesome.
Thank you so much to the people at Dysfunctional D&D for coming up with that idea because y'all are geniuses.
We love you.
Yes,
Woo, woo.
that was amazing. We hope that you enjoyed the video that we released yesterday on the 14th. We're recording this a little early, but Jen put a lot of time into the Dreams of Chaos video. It's fantastic. You can find it. It's pinned on our Twitter right now. It's also on our YouTube page. It's on TikTok. Let us know if you love it, if you want more of it, because we'll make Jen do it. That's her job, to give you what you want.
It is. That is exactly what my job is.
We also got our 10th patron on Patreon.
Woo!
Da, da, da.
What? Insane. That was another goal that we had to meet by the end of the month, and we did it. And so now, next week, our patrons are going to be getting a super cool guide to the tarot cards in our campaign. I'm going to send you guys a little blurb about each card, what they mean, and also, which NPC has been associated with each card so that you have the cheat sheet, because I know it's difficult to keep up with. It'll be useful for everybody. I think that's everything. Oh, well, if you want to also be a patron, patreon.com/slaythestars. That's there. Do it. Thing. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say?
No, just thanks. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no,
Thank you.
there's no words. It's just such a weird and amazing feeling. So thanks, guys.
Wild ride.
Yeah.
So weird. It's weird, man. I love it, but it's weird.
Yeah. Well, Thank you so much. And we'll see you, I guess next week. Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we'll be here.
I mean, you'll see us.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Our awesome intro music is brought to you by the one and only Isaac Viers. Character designs by the lovely Cam Gonzalez. Produced by our very own Leah Hemrick. Graphics designer, the one, the only, the me, Jen Kearney. And last but not least, our audio engineer, Arthur Polino. Thanks for listening.